Good evening, my name is John Foran, and I humbly solicit your support on moving on to be your mayor. And I guess I didn't win a lot of things about my background, but most of you people in this room know who I am, and you heard Larry and Tom tell you basically how old I am. But anyway, I'm just here as a local person that has wanted to do good for his community for the last 40 years or more. And I've been part of a team on council that has had many accomplishments. And I never consider myself I or me. I believe it's us and we. I believe that accomplishment comes from teamwork. In our particular case, it comes from the council, it comes from the local MLAs, and it comes from the MPs, because those are our most important partners when it comes to getting funding. We do have other parties like the Chamber of Commerce and business associations and many organizations. But I'm going to try to narrow it down because there's not enough time to get into a whole bunch of specifics. And one area that I've picked out is transportation by air, sea, water, and land. One time the Miramichi had it all. We had an airport that had a passenger service. We had ships coming up and down this river. We had many freight trains along with passenger trains coming and going. And of course we had trucks hauling. And in order to attract economic development, certainly I believe that we've got to keep the tax base low. Because we don't, or sorry, I didn't say low, but at least at a reasonable rate. Because if we don't have that, people will not invest in your community. But we've got to have the infrastructure, and we do not have that infrastructure. Our rivers should be dredged, and we should be trying to attract the small ship cruise lines, and who knows what may come after that. We've got to have our roads fixed up. We have to work with our local provincial government to see that the Route 11, we all know what kind of shape Route 11 is in. We know what kind of a death trap it is if you drive from here to Moncton with no passing lanes. And I know the provincial government is looking at that. We've got to be a continued partner with them. Also, the northern bypass. I hear that every day that we should have the northern bypass around this city. We're going to have a bridge that's going to be closed in another summer or so. We've got to have the Route 108 that goes, it's called the Renews Plaster Rock Highway. There has been steady work done to that, but we've got to try to work with our federal MP to get that on the National Highway Transportation map so that we can get funding for that. And of course, we are going to invest, hopefully, in a new terminal for the air services. So we've got to get all those things clicking in order to support companies like New Engineering and the one next to Modular Fabrication. And of course, Sunny Corner, an international company now throughout the world. And those are the kind of structures that we've got to provide them. And just in ending, I'd like to say that we have a new MP in Ottawa. We have a strong government in Ottawa, right across the whole country. And remember, there's 10 MPs in the province of New Brunswick all looking for a part of that pie. We've got to be able to get our share of that pie. And I believe that I have the time to commit to do the job as mayor, and I certainly have the experience to provide the leadership. Thank you very much.
Well, Mr. Ford, at last night's Rogers debate, you didn't get a chance for your rebuttal about the multiplex issue. So I guess I'll ask that question again. If the city decides to go ahead with the multiplex, or whatever the next course of action is for the multiplex, what do you believe should be done to address the issue and why?
Well, right tonight, as I stand here, I'm not aware of any money from provincial or federal sources that have been committed to a multiplex. That's no different than building your house. You're not going to go build a house if you haven't got your finances in place. I feel the very same about a multiplex. The next step, I think, with the multiplex is just what the motion said. We should explore it, and that means meeting with our members of parliament and our local MP and just give us a ballpark figure of what kind of money we can expect. If it's too high, then it stops here. If it's possible, then we continue with the exploration. I wouldn't stand here and say we don't need a multiplex. We probably do, and everybody would love to have one. But can we afford it? But the last thing I'd like to address with the multiplex is, if we were to go to Ottawa and get $20 million for the multiplex, you all heard others talk here tonight about our infrastructure. And there's only $22 million in the whole infrastructure plan. Can we afford to take 20 of that and put it into a multiplex and only have $2 million to fix our roads? Those are bridges that we have to cross. And I'm not ready to cross that bridge at this time. I'm proceeding at very, very fast. And as I said last night, I have a mother that's 85, I got a granddaughter that's 5. Somewhere in that spectrum, I'm trying to help everybody, and I'm just doing it right from the heart, and I'm there for you and everybody else. And I can't say that your priorities were my priorities, because if everybody here come up to me with a priority, what would I do? You know? But I certainly open to listening to any of you that want to call me and have a side chat anytime at all. Thank you.